isn't this an exciting new specimen? I wonder what your name is. I know you must be desperately desperate to munch on my bones, but we can't have that. This restraining spell will help keep you in place. Don't struggle too much. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself. What a gorgeous curse you have. It's absolutely incredible how many different curses can exist, all in this one ruined little town. It's a gold mine for a spellcaster like me. There's so much to see. But you, my beautiful abomination, stand out even in a place with so many unique creatures. You may be the most inhuman being I've seen here. I could hardly guess that you were once an ordinary human being like all the rest. And now look at you. You're almost like some kind of shadow. I'm glad I cast a total restriction spell instead of some simple bindings. You might have been able to shapeshift right out of those and tear me to pieces. Oh, I almost want to let you. You must look so gorgeous when you're ripping a living thing to shreds. I absolutely love all you cursed beings. So dangerous, so stunning. Perhaps if I have a healing spell ready. No, I can't risk you killing me, if only because I haven't completed my task yet. The first part of that task, of course, is curing you. We have to get you back to your human self. I wonder what combination of curses has caused this. I'm certain that it can't be only one. The pure blackness could be a result of an identity-stealing curse of some kind, I think. And the constantly changing shape, a dissolution curse? But if that were the case, you'd be outright dead. Could there be a third? Perhaps an undeath curse. How rare! I also noticed that there are surprisingly few cursed beings in the area. Is that your doing, sweetheart? Are you scaring them away? Ooh, or perhaps you're devouring them. It would be an exciting challenge to see if I could recover your victims or not. Oh! How did you... You broke the restraining spell. I think I might be in love. How did you manage that, darling? Can you destroy magic? Or absorb it, perhaps? Can you cast counter magic of your own? I suppose you might have been a mage of some kind before the curse. That settles it. You're going to be a special project of mine. You're coming back with me to my study, you magnificent monster, you. And in you go. I was very impressed when you broke my spell, but you won't be able to escape from this. These bottles are absolutely top of the line. They shrink down the target and hold them inside. They're completely invulnerable from within, and there's no force in the universe that could uncork it from inside either. Come along, my sweet. We have some work to do. These past few years have been so perfect. I've always loved curses, and now I can study them like no other spellcaster has ever been able to before. Most people are terrified of this place, but they can't see what a paradise it is. It's a bit of a shame I need to cure you, really. I'd love to keep this town just the way it is and live among all the cursed citizens for the rest of my days. But I do have my priorities. No matter how spectacularly adorable you cursed beings are, I have to do what must be done. We'll be working together for a while. I think that perhaps you need a name. What do you think of that? Shadow would be too uninspired, I think. Jet, Obsidian, Ebony. Oh, or Pitch. I like that one. What do you think? A rather violent reaction. In that case, Pitch, welcome home. It's small, but I'm very pleased with it. I've been living in this little cottage for most of my life, and it serves me well. I don't need much space, just enough to conduct my research. And there's a nice big cellar below where I keep things that interest me. For now, I'm going to put you in a bigger bottle. It'll make it easier for me to study you, and you'll be more comfy. Let me just... Oh, well. You slipped out right as soon as I opened the bottle up. You must have been ready for it. How interesting. I was mostly talking to you for fun, but can you understand me? So not only are you gorgeous, you're brilliant too? Oh, I'm swooning. But I should make sure you're contained before I start gushing. All right, now that's impressive. Just how did you manage to turn my spell away? Do you become immune to spells that you devour? Oh, that's so cool. This does put me in a compromising position, though, doesn't it? I think I know what you need, though. You just need a nice pacification spell. Listen to my voice pitch, my beloved cursed one. Let it soothe your fury. You're safe. Though I will contain you, I swear I will never harm you. I will care for you and find a way to bring you back to your original state. You will be cured. Do not struggle, my dear. Calm yourself and be comforted by my presence. You don't have any reason to fear or hate. I know your curse runs deep, gnawing at your soul and driving you to madness. But you do have some small measure of control. You can hold yourself back. You can rest rather than lash out. There we are. I'm glad that worked. It's not always effective on cursed beings. I'd say there was an 86% chance I'd get to see my wish of being torn apart by you granted after all. How fortunate for both of us, though it is a bit bittersweet to not be able to witness your power firsthand. I can't keep you in this dazed, tranquil state forever. Although you look so sweet and dreamy this way, I truly wish I could. But I don't think I want to put you back into a bottle, even a roomier one. Let me see. This will do nicely. It's more of an aquarium, much bigger than a bottle. Just hop on inside and... There. Shrunken down like that, you actually have space to move around. Isn't that nice, Pitch? This will work much better, seeing that this will be a long-term living arrangement. It really is going to be a shame to have to bring you back to your humanity. But it must be done. After all, I'm the one that cursed this town in the first place. Oh? I hadn't seen you take that shape yet. You do seem awfully smart. Are you curious to hear about it? Oh, what a night that was, darling. I'd been living here in this cottage for years, spending every day engaged in my magic studies. I'd always kept to myself, but one day the mayor came to my doorstep talking about taxes and safety violations. I didn't have much money, so I offered to cast a spell as payment. I suppose I should have known that prosperity for the whole town was too grand a goal for me, but it was what he asked for, and I found the challenge exciting. As you can see, it didn't quite turn out the way I'd hoped. I've spent the past few years trying to fix my mistake. Not that I really see it as a mistake, mind you. I didn't plan on it, but personally I think it's an improvement. This town was never all that interesting. Now it's a wonderland of darkness and curses. I'd love to keep it the way it is. But a deal is a deal. The mayor didn't trust me, and he made me swear that if anything went wrong that I'd fix it. And so, my beloved Pitch, I must cure you, though you have no need of a cure. I suppose it's an engaging challenge, if nothing else. I do wonder who you were before the curse. I suppose that once the curse is removed, I'll be able to find out. I wasn't that curious about the others, but you do pique my interest. Perhaps I'll discover that there was a kindred spirit living in town the whole time. Wouldn't that be something? For now, go ahead and rest, dear. I'll add a few things to your tank to make it more interesting for you, and then we'll get started on researching your cure. Settle in, darling cursed one. We're going to be working closely together for a long, long while.